Thank you, Mark. Morning, everybody. Morning. Right, education start. We're going to talk a little bit about 60 seconds, about how to do a good 60 seconds, because that's your pitch. That's where you get to tell us what you're looking for. And BNI, we're working on this sort of equation here: V+C equals P. Does anyone know what that means?
Visibility.
Visibility.
Credibility.
Credibility.
Equals
Profitability. So if you make yourself visible, if you make yourself credible, you will make profit. Talking today a little bit about making yourself visible, and in particular making yourself memorable. There's 30 people in this room. You want your 60 seconds to be remembered by the members so that they get you what you want this week. Someone who's very good at being memorable is a guy called Paul Cameron in the Sussex region. He's very good at that because he's very specific about the sort of referral he asks for. That's one excellent way of being memorable, by being specific. One week he stood up and asked to be referred to Elton John, and he got that referral. So what does Paul Cameron do? He makes tree houses. I don't know if you think you've got an obscure and difficult to refer category in BNI, but Paul Cameron makes tree houses. And yet he saw that Elton John and David Furnish had a new kid. They would want to build a tree house in their yard for him. Now Paul Cameron does very, very expensive tree houses. They're very high end, 25 grand they start at. He then got referred on to Richard Branson to build him a tree house. Very, very good at getting referrals by being specific. Now the other day I was in a room with Paul Cameron and he said, I'm looking for referrals to Brian May, the guitarist from Queen. And I thought, surely I can find him Brian May. Because if I find him Brian May, he knows Richard Branson, maybe you can help me. That's how BNI works. And I thought, I know a guy who's a photographer, he's Metallica's photographer. Surely they can get in touch with Brian May. So I made a call to him, and lo and behold, he didn't have a way of finding me Brian May. But that stuck in my mind, and the other day I was talking to my associate at Harley Street, Zoe Clues, another hypnotist, and she said, I'm off to a wedding in Switzerland. And guess what? I'm going to be on the same table as Roger Taylor. Roger Taylor's the drummer from Queen. And I thought, I bet he knows the guitarist from Queen. So I briefed Zoe all about tree houses and what she was going to say when she got there. It was the other Saturday night, about 11:30, I got a text. She said, Box, I'm so drunk, but I'm sitting next to Roger Taylor. What on earth was it you wanted me to talk to him about again? So I then composed the first text, probably the only text I will ever compose, largely concerning tree houses. And I texted her all the information she needed. And then when she got back from Switzerland, I said, how did it go? What was Roger Taylor like? She said he was hammered. So once again, we didn't find Brian May. So that was previously the end of that story that I would tell. Until the other day at Kings Hill chapter of BNI, I said this same story with the sad ending. And somebody said, oh, Tim, my mate knows Brian May. Hallelujah! The quest for Brian May continues. That's how BNI works, that's your education. Thank you guys. Cheers.